Yeah, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Depending on whatever you're watching us for. It's another edition of Politics on the Street. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel. Like our videos, share, comment for more political discourse. Pastor, most Biafrans and Igbos across the globe has also lent their voice in the release of Simon Ekpa. Now, the police government made a joint press conference yesterday, coming out to say that they are still investigating it, the matter. That when the time is right, Simon Ekpa would be released. Do you think Simon Ekpa has overstayed in in wherever he is? Because 6 persons that were arrested alongside Simon Ekpa has been released. Do you think this is a conspiracy from the Nigerian government? Pastor, how can we react to this, sir?
Yeah, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you're watching us from. I remember humble self evangelist Benjamin Johnson Nesisnachi, the only Biafran evangelist that is always standing to air my views at the point of the right and the truth. Now listen and listen good. Here they have come in their press conference. The Finnish government said that they have not finished or they are not through in their investigation in the case that matters to Simon Ekpa regard to the worldwide spread of protests by the Biafrans as a result of nnamdikanu, Simon Ekpa, still remaining in their custody. You understand? So that by now that they're supposed to have, free the young man. And they said, just like they said that they are doing some terror investigation. Good and fine. I believe they are working according to their law and according to the constitution of their land. You understand? So based on the fact that the person in quote or the person they are talking about is their citizen, so they need a thorough investigation and checkmating. And the matter they are talking about is something that a good nation will not welcome such allegation called terrorism. You understand? A good nation can never welcome such. They are not like Nigeria that welcomes terrorism. They say the truth, they turn it outside. And this one, they want to have a good record and to maintain it. You understand? So, on this note, but there is another thing I want to come in. Based on what they say they want to do thorough, they are still investigating. I believe when they are investigating, that they investigated other 6 which they have released without charges. I believe that they should use that process as well, that to be able to know if Simon Ekpa actually what Nigeria have already tagged him or not. You understand me? The evidence on the investigation concerning those 6 which they have released should be enough for them to make the case of Simon Ekpa easy for themselves. But quite unfortunate that they are indirectly playing the system delay or politically, delayed in the time of the agreement and relationship which they want to build back with Nigeria, which they lost in the time past. You understand? So I see it that they want to use Simon Ekpa, to build a relationship that they could not have with Nigeria.
So, Pastor, do you think that Simon Ekpa would lose out in all of this?
That Simon Ekpa will do what?
Do you think that Simon Ekpa will lose out?
He's not going to lose out. How is he going to lose out? They said, despite the widespread of the protest, that they are now coming out to air their own protest as opinion. That not that we purposely or unlawfully want to detain or to keep him, or maybe we are working on that. No, we want to do. It's their citizen. You remember, it's their citizen. So they really want to do a thorough investigation. Remember last time they said that they want to bring detectives, different front to detail to make sure they want to do a thorough investigation on this fact, so that when they are through, Nigeria will not have anything, even the world will not have anything again against Simon Ekpa.
But what if they are true and they found Simon Ekpa guilty? What to be your own?
They cannot find him guilty.
Are you
why I'm saying this? Hold on, my brother.
Are you the investigative?
I am not the investigative or investigator, but I'm telling you they are not going to find, except they want to play the role, Nigerian role. They want to play the role that Nigeria is giving to them or want them to play. Except they don't want to keep their integrity and their discipline and policy and principle. You understand? Except they don't want it. They want to go against the fundamental human rights as Nigeria does. That is the only way that they will come out and say anything, because according to the law, which they themselves say, and even Shetima, the vice president of Nigeria, said as well, that the people of the land have their right to protect their land.
Yeah, but not by carrying guns.
Excuse me, they are protecting their land. How will they protect their land? Have you ever, okay, let me just tell you, I want to chip in now. The henchmen, as of yesterday in Ondo, who are the henchmen? Is Ondo a Fulani state? Is Ondo a Fulani or Hausa state? Ondo is typical Yoruba state. But in their farm, according to the number they give us, I know that the people that they kill are more than 5. But the number was mentioned 5. Henchmen kill them in their farm. Buy them in their farm in Ondo state, not in a Fulani state. Not that these people go to another place to farm. We are doing their farm in their own home. And somebody from a distance, from, imagine, as far as north to Ondo to buy 5, to buy them in their own land, and nobody is seeing anything wrong there.
You know that yesterday the Court of Appeal upheld that IPOB remains.
Yes, the Court of Appeal, because it's a court of Nigeria.
So that should also be an evidence for Simon Ekpa to be sentenced in Finland.
Good and fine, it's a good point. You ask a very good question. Court of Appeal, who are the people that are in Court of Appeal? Court of Appeal are the organization of Nigeria. You understand? Who organize themselves and come together and to formulate. Excuse me, who are the people that are Court of Appeal? Who control them? Nigeria, thank God, we have politicians that are speaking. I could remember what Atiku said the other day. Even the INEC is under control. They don't have independence of their own. Judiciary don't have the independence of their own. Who are these judiciary? Is part of Court of Appeal, not part of it. It's only in Nigeria that before the election will be concluded, that we tell you, say, let's go to court. Yes, because the court you are going, the people that you are going to face there, who are the people that put them there? Who own them? Who control them? So if Court of Appeal say that IPOB is a terrorist, there is no problem. I am not surprised. After all, they have been saying that ever since, that the Igbos are terrorists. Igbos are terrorists. That is what it means. Yes, Buhari says so. You understand? And he continue. Tinubu has come. Is he not the same bed of the same feather? Nigeria. You understand? So far he's from Igbos, they are definitely in Nigeria. Look at nnamdikanu. Is there any fairness given to any Igbo man when matter arises? Look at 2023 election. MC Oluoma did everything and said many things. But when Francis, one Igbo man, said that if you people cannot protect our property and our land and our goods, our shops, our business in Lagos, because they have complained. Even the CP is aware, everybody is aware, insecurity in the business of the Igbo. He said, okay, we will call our brothers, the Apple, let them come and protect. The Lagos State pick him up, and the next thing they call him terrorist. So far, it's an Igbo man that speaks, he's a terrorist. But I'm sure of free, moving freely, despite all the threat and the things that the party which you and I witness. You understand? So I am not surprised. So it is a normal thing. Mazen and the kind of still remain the Igbo is working freely. Yes, it's a normal thing. I'm not shocked. So Simon Ekpa, anything they like, let them do. But the world is watching, and I believe that there is a court. And I know that other nations are watching too. They are putting their eyes on Finland, in case you don't know. Many nations, many leaders in the world are putting their eyes and their ear down in this matter. Okay? So it's better that Finland do the needful. Let them follow the truth and follow it the way it should. and carry the matter and the judge and judge it accordingly, because the people of the land must protect their land. Excuse me, before the forming of ECN, who formed ECN? It was Mazen nnamdikanu that formed ECN. And what prompted Mazen nnamdikanu? ESN, yes, now. Eastern Security Network. What makes Mazen nnamdikanu to form it? Was it not as a result of insecurity, the murder, the killing, and the raping?
Okay, Pastor, we say very big thank you to you for always coming out to Aisha Yusufu has tasked Imo State Governor, Enugu State Governor, Anambra State Governors. Stop blaming government. You are the CEO of your state. You are the executive governor. Now, since you go to Abuja to collect money, then take responsibility for the insecurity in your state. What do you have to say about it?
Now, thank you for that wonderful question. I think being the governor of the state, you have every power for you to make sure that you get security votes from the federal government. By so doing so, what are the governors doing with this money? Stop coming out to tell the people that there is insecurity in my state and that unknown government have been killing. The government need to take action and put an end to all this and stop apportioning blames. The people you are apportioning blames to are the people who their lives and properties are entrusted in your hand as the chief security officer of the state. So for a governor to come and start telling people that there is insecurity in my state, I think to me the governor need to stand up and then act now, because every now and then allocation is being shared for you, security vote is being given to you, and you have the mandate. The primary function of government is to protect life and property. Yes. So if you cannot protect life and property, then why are you the governor?
But some have said that the governors have no power over the military. That it's only the president as the commander-in-chief of the armed forces. What do you have to say about that?
The governor does not have power over the military. That is true. But see, the question is that can the governor summon military chiefs in their states, the division's commander, to sit and dialogue for a way forward? The answer is yes. So if you can do that, so indirectly it's still have power over the military. Now when it calls for security meeting, don't these guys attend in his various place? They do. So the president should not come and say that he does not have the governor should not come and say he does not have power. We still have killings in Imo State, Enugu State, and some other states. For how long can we continue in this path? The people are scared of their lives. The people cannot even access government, access those who they claim to be what? Electorate. We cannot access people that give us the mandate. So how long can they continue like this? So I think the government of these states on their own, they need to up their games. You must up your games as a governor if you don't want to be sacked come 2027.
But there's always been this fear that the votes of Nigerians does not count, and that is why our elected officials are acting this way. That assuming our vote is counting, they will sit up knowing that if I don't perform, no second term for me. You agree with that statement?
Our vote does not count. I cannot say if our vote count or not, because I have not conducted any election. So what I'm to say is that people have lost confidence in the INEC. In the power.
The reason why they've lost
you've lost confidence because so many persons have seen the case of Hope Uzodinma when he but reason best the court knows why he had to give it to him. But someone who came forth in the election was uplifted and then he came forth. So the court cited some reasons which Hope Uzodinma became the governor. Reason best known to them. I am not in the position to speak for the court. But one thing is that INEC needs to be the trust of Nigerians again. You saw what happened in the last election. As allegedly reports that results were changed in the RF portal. So I don't know how true that allegation is, but see, it has been going viral. So these are things INEC need to repose that confidence in the average Nigerian. And for the governors too, how much is being given to you on a monthly basis? If you get money on a monthly basis, then make sure why don't you make sure that these people who gave you the mandate to protect them, you can as well protect them too? Because the people cannot always be be one-sided every time. The people need to benefit from dividends of democracy, and when they have to benefit from the dividends of democracy is by what? What? By inclusive governance. The people need to feel the government impact. Not every time you come on here and say on government has attacked the people, you come and start creating fear. These governments are even creating fear in the life of the ordinary man.
We've seen the governor of Enugu State who has declared that Monday is no longer a sit-at-home in Enugu State. When people are saying that, you are saying that as because the governor, can you come and secure our lives? I mean, the other people, because you see this sit-at-home every Monday. Some are doing it maybe out of respect for nnamdikanu, but some are doing it out of fear. It is two ways. People are telling the governor, please find a way to secure that police cannot be everywhere. What do you think? Because sit at home every Monday, it might be affecting the economic activities in the southeast. What do you think that the governor can do, or the governors in the southeast can do?
Thank you for that one. I think sit at home every Monday is a commensurate to honor the Mazi nnamdikanu, who has been in incarceration for 4 years now and still counting. But what I want to say is that when there is a conflict in the land, the president himself needs to address this issue of Kanu. Let Kanu issue be settled out of court. If what Kanu is the son of the president, as a son, you can go, you can have a different view or different ideology and philosophy from what your father had. But why can't you, as a father, have you reached out to Kanu himself? And what I felt that the president ought to have done was, why Kanu was in decision, go and meet, let them bring Kanu to you, DSS. Sit down with Kanu, have a round table discussion with him.
But do you think that's possible? Because we saw
Buhari
could not
freedom. Buhari is different. See,
so,
these are two different people.
Yes.
If you want the security apparatus cannot be everywhere, and these guys are what? Overstretched.
Yes.
These guys are also overstretched. So the president is the father of the nation.
Yes.
Since the president is the father of the nation, he should at least reach out to this guy, even to the Ohaneze Igbo. Whenever he will want to invite some Igbo politicians and some Igbo stakeholders to sit on a round table and discuss with Kanu. You have conditions, give him your conditions. Send it to him. Because you see, this is the only way this thing about marginalization can stop. And the truth of our matter is that the Igbos are heavily marginalized in the country. And that is what, and that has breed a whole lot.
But do you think that giving them an opportunity, or yes, that's an opportunity, or finding a way, a consensus in 1999, Nigeria had a consensus on making a Yoruba man a president. In 2007, Nigeria had another consensus to make another man to be a president. Do you think that Nigeria finding a way or making a consensus to make an Igbo man the president is going to make that marginalization or the agitations go down in the south?
Making an Igbo man be the president would at least work to some extent. It will help this issue of marginalization reduce a very long way, because if the Igbo man is the president, Peter Obi, you will not watch Peter Obi allowing Mazi nnamdikanu to languish in detention, even if, because yes, that is his brother from his tribe. They are from same tribe. No, so why was Senegbo released? He was let's go.
Yes.
So to some extent it will help a long way. And as an Igbo man, he will speak in the language that the Igbos. Now I am one of the sons.
Yes.
You don't have any right to agitate.
Yes.
So that will help them. It will go a very long way for them too.
So I'm letting you go. I think we have like 1 minute.
Okay.
Now, South Eastern Governors Forum. What should be their next step?
Southeastern Government Forum should at least make moves to meet with the president.
Yes.
To put an end to all this. That is the only way. Because if there's no end to all this, all we hear is killing. And then we are not in support of all this killing. It is not good for the future of the country. It's not good for the future of the country.
Okay. Thanks for coming.
Thank you for having me.